making this quick video here. Today is Saturday morning. I started a 10-minute job Wednesday morning at about 9, and that 10-minute job I was working till 7 that night, and Friday I started at 9 again. I was working till about 5:30 till I found the problem. I'll go back to the beginning of the video here and you'll see the start of it where I run into a problem. But anyone doing I'm going to get back in contact with the people I was talking to. The headlights, these plugs fit into that headlight. So when that plugged in, I just thought it was going to be the same. They're wired different on the inside, and the indicator is wired, which I didn't even look at, is wired separately on the old one. So when I took the headlight out, I took the plug and I cut it because I didn't know whether it matched up or not. But then when that plug went into it, I just threw them away, and now I can't find it. I think I must have dumped them. So now I'm going to have to take that apart and rewire it, or I'll get a new set of plugs and rewire it. But yeah, you need the plug coming off the headlight, or else you're going to have to do what I'm going to do here maybe and swap some wires around. But yeah, I'll start the video here. Right, onto the wiring here of this van. My plan for today is just pull this out, get it cut. I'm going to leave it way longer than I need, just to start getting the wires organized, what colors are what, and get that first diagram done. And the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to wire wheel all this and get it painted. And just a few bolts needs to be tightened up just to get that sorted. And so there won't be much in this first bit of the video. It'll just be getting that wire harness sorted. Because once I've that sorted and I know what's what, it's only them. I'll probably cut it just here. Probably cut it just back here. I can always cut it shorter again. The next video then, next bit then, I'll have to put the body back on. Body will be going on for good then, I suppose. And just getting all the lights wired in. Yeah, so actually this video now, I'm going to keep this video where it probably has everything. I'll probably get all the wiring done in the next video. In this video, I mean, sorry. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to have to find out the wires manually, what to do, because the wiring diagrams I looked, it doesn't just show what each color is for, so I'm just going to find the ground, and then I'm just going to wire a wire into each one, turn on the lights, press the brake, and find out what's what. Alright. Alright, these are that's the wiring loom there. I've just cut it back a small bit here, back to where the back wheels are roughly. I've left everything as long as I can to where they went into a bird's nest and kind of wide off. Just so when I cut them up here, these are as long as I can keep them, just in case I want to use the same colours again in other spots. You can get wiring diagrams on Google and stuff like that. It'll run through them fairly quick. But I'm just going to it's only going to take me 10 minutes. I'm going to manually check every wire, make sure they work and they do what they're supposed to do before I wire it in, and then I have problems later on. I just want to get the tail lights, stop lights, all that written down on a book, and to be honest with you, make sure that everything works as well. I have a relay on there for the indicators as well, so it's just quicker to do this for me than if I find a problem later on and spend an hour trying to trace it then when I have everything together. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to try and run through these quick. What I've done there is I started with the tail lights, because that's usually what the most wires go for, because you have a wire for each tail light, a wire for the number plate, bulbs, and a wire for the side markers. So they're all proper taillights. They come in twos, except there's one there on its own that's blue and orange. There's two solid ones, I'm guessing there's taillights. There's two small ones, like probably the number plate bulbs and the side markers. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to write this out here. I'll put a picture of my finished one on here, and anyone who's doing this can just pause it. And I might try, if I have time, I'll do it in the description. But I'm more than likely just take a video of it and what each color code is for, and just pause it anyone that wants to know the wiring. But as you can see there, that only took a couple of seconds to get all them done out. And because I've left the wiring room long, I can actually walk and sit in the cab and cycle through all the lights, because your reverse light and stuff like that. So what I'm actually going to do now, I need to go get a proper paper and pen, and I'll come back and I'll do the rest of them. When I started getting feedback through the wires, where the indicator and my brake lights and everything were feeding back in. It still might be, but I'll have to check them now again. But I took everything apart here. I took all the wires apart, like all them looms. I took that fuse box apart, just checking it, and inside it, my indicator wasn't indicating left. Broken wire in there, the blue wire, the blue goes to that indicator. It's in there where it rubs on the chassis there. Can you see that? That was broken, and on the far side here, the indicator was rubbed through and broken as well. And I think I found in here alone, there on that side, I think I found 7 wires rubbed through and 1 broken totally. So anyone having electric issues, definitely look in there. Then in the van, I'm back to where I was a couple of months ago. I pulled the dash out because I started finding broken wires everywhere. It was kind of lucky I went through this. The indicator wasn't indicating left, so whoever repaired the van before, they stuck a wire onto the metal up here, and they cut into that pink, I don't know, 3 times with them blue splice things. The red and green is power, and that blue is that left indicator, which was broken under the bonnet. So there's 3 wires there broken, and they're just left open like that. It's a fucking joke. So in one way, I'm kind of glad this happened, even though it did wait 3 fucking days. And then my indicator relay, that power one is broken there again, and negative. So they must have taken power off this and ground to run something else. And I think I found a couple of more around the place. Over that side, I found where they've taken wires off 2 different spots, and they were live, just sitting there, sparking away. So and it was dodgy, that one over that side. So I'm glad I found that. I don't know why I didn't find it the last time, because I had no power in the van, I think, when I had the dash out, and I wasn't really looking. But when I pulled the loom apart over there, I found them, and yeah, they were live, constant power through it. So what I'm going to do here now is I just got wires here. I'm just going to fix these up. I'm going to heat shrink them, and I might do a video on it. I use these a lot. Got them on Amazon. I'll get the name of it again. I'll link it down. They're so handy there, as you can see. Like, even in tight spaces where I'm working, they work unreal. The solder works very good, and then that red strip is glue. So when you heat it up, it seals it watertight. I just thought I'd do this here. Hopefully this works out. Let's use it. Good to put it on before you snip the wire. So then now we can just slide over and you don't get it bunching up. They say don't twist them, so try and interlock the strands. And if you can, twist this side around to get it as neat as you can, just so the plastic doesn't, the sleeve doesn't catch it as it goes into it. Then just get it in the middle. What I found when you're heating these up, heat the middle first. Well, have it tilted, having one side higher than the other so the heat escapes. Heat the middle and then work your way down. Don't do the two ends and then the middle, because you'll trap hot air and it'll expand and it'll burst it. So if I'm going to try and heat the middle, go around it till I start seeing this melting. I'll do this bottom bit as well, but I'll leave the top open to last, just to let the heat escape. So when I do for camera, it doesn't work out too good. It bent on me and pushed out through the. Actually, that's fine. I'm just gonna let that cool. First time we used this, we couldn't break it. I'm gonna see will it work now. They're very handy. The pack comes in all different sizes. Red is the most one I use, and then there's one with blue glue, and they're a bit bigger. That's cooling down. I'm going to turn off the camera and let that cool totally. I'll come back when that's cold and see can I break it. That's them here. Come in white. The red one I use, the blue one that's next up from the red, I use that a bit. I use red mostly. And then there's a big yellow one. They're on Amazon. Awful handy. That's not the name of them, that's just a bigger box I threw them in, so I can't think of the name yet. So that's cooled down there totally. It's only been like 30 seconds. Hopefully this doesn't break. Oh, fucking did you bastard. I'm gonna do that again. That solder's gone a bit better. I can still see I wonder if the grease on my hands stopping it from soldering. There's a couple of copper pieces showing there. I'll let that cool down for a while. I'll come back to it. Hope the next one doesn't break. Back here again. Let that cool there about 2 minutes. See, does this boom break? Right. Holy shit. That's solid. Fucking hell. Can't break that one. That's unreal soldering. Oh, fingers gone numb after what I'm doing there. So if anyone doesn't believe me, send me your address and I'll post it out to you. Right, I'm going to start tidying up here.